Here we are, guys. I've been drafted in at the 11th hour for the European Racing League, which is the European Racing League is an esports team. That's right, folks. I am commentating for an esports league. What an opportunity. But anyway, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the European Racing League for this latest round of the championship. Dangerous Dodo is the man that's currently leading the championship at the moment. If he finishes inside the top 2 today, the championship is over regardless of what happens. So we've got 12 drivers here tonight, and like I said, Dangerous Dodo, the current championship leader. He won last time out in Japan. Jay for Ferrari was second. And you had Soldier Jan, who was third. And I've been informed of some of the rules as well. Kevar has a qualifying ban because he amassed the 20 penalty points that would prevent him from taking part in qualifying. He will not be taking part in qualifying. He'll essentially be starting from the back of the grid. But knowing how good he's been doing in the championship right now, he's currently third in the championship. He's more or less out of it unless Dodo somehow doesn't finish in the next 4 races. We've got USA, Mexico, Brazil, and the season finale in Abu Dhabi. So it's a short qualifying session here. 15 minutes is all that's going to be needed to settle the starting order for the race. And not only that, it will also be 50% race distance. So a lot shorter than the commentary that I normally do, which is full qualifying and full race distance. I'm going to take this in my stride and give it my best shot. We've got Milan, who's currently second in the championship as well. Currently second in the championship. They were 10th last time out in Japan, gaining 12 points. Kevar was behind them, 13th with 9 points, and Savas Greece, also known as Mike in the Talk of the Devil Racing League, he finished just outside the top 10, but 11 points for Renault, and he's currently 15th in the championship at the moment. As you can see there, Kevar retiring from the session already because of his qualifying ban. Well, let's look at this. Let's look at the championship leader, Dangerous Dodo. Dangerous certainly lives up to the Dangerous name. Fantastic circuit this. Actually, scratch that. It's not 15 minutes. It'll be 18 minutes. So that's how long the first part of qualifying normally is. Now, it's interesting here. We've got Milan and Dodo, interestingly, on the soft tyre compound, which is very interesting. You've got everybody else on the ultra softs. We'll wait and see what happens. It's one of the Saubers. It was Milan. Milan getting some heat into his tyres. Just to give you context with Milan, if he doesn't finish inside the top 5, then the championship is over. I mean, all Dodo has to do is finish inside the top 2. And the championship is his regardless of what happens from here on out. So, and actually, Mike, Abdullah, Vijo, and T2G all on super softs. So those are the 3 tyre compounds that we have for this race. Looks like Abdullah's developed some technical issues. Having a look at the Constructors' Championship, Sauber, interestingly, are actually at the top of the drivers' standings, despite not actually leading the championship. That'll be down to Milan and Keva with their strong points haul. And while, yes, Dodo will win the Drivers' Championship for Mercedes, it's still up for grabs. It's still all to play for the Constructors' Championship. Sauber in the lead at the moment with a massive points haul of 567. McLaren second. Not very often we can say that. It's been a long time since we've seen them near the top. 470, and Mercedes with 426, and third in the championship. Here we go, Dodo coming round the final corner now. Set the first time of the day, and it's a 1:33.0. 33.1 for Milan, puts him second at the moment. And Dopex for the Haas team, 1:31.6, a second and a half quicker than Dodo. Mind you, Dopex is on the ultra soft compound. So I wouldn't be too surprised if Dodo decided to go for a lap on the ultra softs shortly. And in that first sector, he's already improved. He's already faster in the first sector. It looks like Abdullah's managed to fix those technical issues. Still got 3 drivers in the pits. Soldier Jan, Vijo, and Abdullah all still in the pits. Interesting to see how things play out here. A bit of Dodo won't be feeling too much pressure. He knows the championship's more or less in the bag unless he has some technical issues throughout the race, which hopefully he won't. It would be a real shame to see that happen. We'll wait and see what happens at the end of the day. He comes into the pits, and Keho, 31.610, 300ths of a second quicker, puts him fastest. Milan getting themselves warmed up for another lap. And they're just over a 10th slower than Dodo at the moment. AUR3 Skoll currently 5th at the moment. T2G goes 6th, 39, and whoa! And Mike Savas in the Renault goes 3rd at 32.8. Now, in the Talk of the Devil Racing League, he had a blistering performance in Austria last night. He managed to get the pole position, his first pole position of the season in that league. And not just that, he went on and won the race as well, despite a time penalty for exceeding the track limits. And Bete Flo in the Williams, 7th of 35.3. T2G in the Ferrari, 39.2. And oh, that's one of the McLarens. That's Soldier Jan. Went a little wide on the corner. We'll see if Milan can improve on his time. Milan goes a little wide and they come into the pits. Here we go. Dodo going out on a set of super softs now. Soldier Jan on flying lap right now. Lap times look okay at the moment. Abdullah and Vigil still in the pits, yet to set a lap time. The Circuit of the Americas officially opened in 2012, bringing Formula One back into the USA for the first time since 2007, I believe. Might be wrong on that one. It was 2007 the last time we had the US Grand Prix, but that was at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and we wouldn't have USA on the circuit's front, on the calendar for another 5 years. We have had a couple of championships decided over the years in the circuits of the Americas. Will today repeat that philosophy? Who knows? 3.4 mile circuit. And Lewis Hamilton, the most successful driver in the US Grand Prix history with 6 wins. Ferrari with the most wins for a constructor with 10 wins. A few of those coming from the great Michael Schumacher. Very interesting to see what happens from there. Abdullah and Vigil still yet to come out. And Soldier Jan, he goes 5th, 32.9. So the order at the moment is Keho in first, Dopex in second, Dojo in third, Mike Savas in fourth, Soldier Jan in fifth, Milan in sixth, AUR3 Skull in seventh, T2G in eighth, and Better Flow in ninth. Abdullah and Vigil, both in the Toro Rossos, yet to set a lap time. And Milan has had a very consistent season so far. He's won his fair share of races. He's won a couple of races over the course of the season. But my goodness me, the consistency he has had has been incredible. Going down the main street, that's one of the two DRS zones. There's one of the two DRS zones. We've got one down the main straight, and of course the long straight between turns 11 and 12. Alan very smooth there. He comes across the line. What's his time going to be? He goes fourth, 32.2. It's a great lap time for him. Yellow flags in sector 1. There's about 5 minutes to go, and Abdullah and Vidjo still yet to go out onto the track, which is a little concerning, to say the least. So we'll wait and see what happens there. Here we go, Dopex. So here we go, going on to their next final lap, a fresh set of Ultra Softs. Everybody now on the softer of the compounds. Abdullah is now out on flying lap. He's on his out lap now. Abdullah has had an okay season, 58 points, 14th in the standings. Didn't get any points last time out in Japan. So the point system how it works is 25 points for a win, 22 for second, and 20 for third, and then 18 down to 2 points, meaning regardless of what happens, if you complete 90% of the race distance, and if you manage to complete 90% of the race distance, you will be guaranteed points regardless. Yellow flags in sector 3, something must have gone wide. Betty Flo going on a set of Ultra Softs. We'll wait and see what happens. 4 minutes to go. Is Vidjo going to get out onto the track? And Dopex does go fastest, 31.2. Fantastic time for Dopex. Great time for the Haas driver. And he's had a pretty good season. He's inside the top 10 in the championship. And at the moment he's got 3 penalty points, which means he's pretty much okay as far as preventing himself getting a race ban is concerned. He is 9th at the moment, just 7 points behind iFreenet. And here is Abdullah. He had a few technical issues earlier in the session. Now he is able to get out onto track. We ran a little wide. Oh, he's cutting it fine. He's cutting it fine. Oh! Almost lost it on the way into the pits. He's going to be cutting it fine. Is he going to be able to get a lap time? Is Vidjo going to get a lap time in as well, for that matter? Betty Flo in the Williams. Ooh, big lock up there. Now the top 3, should they decide to, will be guaranteed an opportunity to go up into Division 1. This is a Division 2 race. Dodo coming back out on another set of Ultra Softs. And Betterflow has decided they're not going to have time. They're not going to have time to get out, go for another lap. T2G cutting it fine. And Vidjo has been having technical issues, so it looks like they're going to start 11th. Abdullah going to start 10th, interestingly. They're not going to have time to get back out and do another lap. There we go, 90 seconds left. If you're on a lap now, whatever, if you're on a lap now, you will be able to finish the lap. Yellow flags between sectors 2 and 3. Again, we'll have somebody going wide. Dopex has decided he's happy with how he's done. We've got Dodo, Soldier Jan, AUR3 Skull, and T2G. They're the 4 drivers that can have an opportunity to go for pole position. T2G gonna go for it here. And, oh, hang on. Looks like AOR3 Skull, he's almost out of fuel. So there's Dodo on the Ultra Softs. He's only got about half a second to make up on Dopex to prevent him from going on pole position. Yellow flags in sector 2. Dodo won't be too concerned about that. The Lands decided he's had enough as well. And it's the AUR3 Skull. Looks like they're out of fuel. AUR3 Skull is out of fuel. They are not going to improve on their time. It's a real shame. It would have been a great opportunity for them to improve on their lap time. Here comes Dodo now. Yellow flags in sector 3. That will be for AUR3. And Dodo does indeed go fastest. 0.3 of a second. 1:30.9. Soldier Jan's in the pits. AUR3 Skull's out of fuel. Nobody else is going to be able to improve. So Dodo on pole position for the race. Fantastic start to the weekend for him. And as things stand, if that's how the race finishes, then the championship is over.
We have a really special event here today, and it's all thanks to the hard work and dedication of the race organizers, as well as all the staff here at Circuit of the Americas. Of course, we wouldn't be here without the help of the marshals, volunteers who have come together from all over the world to make our racing possible.
There we go. This is the order of the grid for the race. We've got Dodo in first, Dopex in second, Keho in third, SR1, T2G in fourth, Soldier Jan fifth, Milan sixth, Savas in seventh, AUR3 Skull in eighth, Betterflow in ninth, Abdullah 10th, Vijo in 11th, and Kevar 12th. That is the grid order for the race. I'll see you guys there. go. Race day here at the Circuit of the Americas. 3.4 mile circuit. The place was built back in it started construction back in 2010. They finished building it back in 2012, just before the US Grand Prix took place that year. First time we had it, first time USA was on the F1 calendar for 5 years. And the Circuit of the Americas has been a good home for the US Grand Prix since then. Two DRS zones, one down the main straight and one between turns 11 and 12 long back straight. 3 tyre compounds, the ultra softs, super softs and the soft tyres. And most importantly, so here we go, Dodo, Dopex, Keho, T2G, Soldijan, Milan, Savas, AUR3, Betflow, Abdullah, Vijo, and Kevar. That is the grid order. While we will be sorting out their strategies. We're anticipating a one stop. Keho first to ready up. Soldijan next. We are almost ready for the start of the US Grand Prix, the European Racing League. I will be your commentator for tonight. Fraser McKenzie, also known as Kenzie Retro. I'm also one of the main commentators for the Talk of the Devil Racing League. Here we go on to the formation lap to allow the drivers to get some heat into the tyres and the brakes. It'll be a fantastic race we have on our hands here. The championship could be decided here today. As far as everything's all on. So Dodo covering a lot of the track. Looking at the tyres, the top 5 are on ultra softs, everyone else is on super softs. Here we go. Everyone is now on the grid, waiting for the lights. Yellow flags in Sector 3 for some reason, but nevertheless, they are off. 5 lights. And away we go here at the Circuit of the Americas. Dodo off to a great start. It's going to be a great start there for Vigil and Keva. And Soldier Jan, out of absolutely nowhere, gets all the way up into second place. They run a little bit wide. Dopex down to third. T2G off to a good start as well. Betflow Poor start for them. Samas down into 6th place. So Kevar, the big, the winner of the start, gaining 4 positions. Soljan gaining a couple of places. EUR3 Skull down in last position, losing 4 places off the start. So the order as we head down the back straight. Oh my goodness! And look at Dodo. He's already sprinting off into the distance. So the order as it stands. We'll get the order as it stands when it comes to the end of the first lap. Milan, Kevar, and Vigio all making overtaking maneuvers. Kevar and Mike. Oh my word, almost coming to blows there. Kevar, oh my word, Kevar is a man on a mission here. A man on a mission. He's up into 6th after starting last. So here we go. The order. So the race order at the end of lap 1. Dodo leads. Dopeg 2nd. Soljan 3rd. Keho in 4th. Milan 5th. Kevar 6th. T2G 7th. Sama in 8th. Abdullah just got up into 9th. Vigil down to 10th. Betflow 11th. And AOR3 Skull in last position. A great battle between the Toro Rosso drivers. They are squabbling over 9th place. Is the team manager gonna just is the team manager just allowing the Toro Rosso drivers to just race, or is there some team orders now coming into effect? Betflow just got a time penalty for track limits, no doubt. But the big winner of the start, Kevar, 6 places off the start. Fantastic start for him, just what he needed. And Dodo up in front, already 2 seconds ahead of Dopex, who's almost 2 seconds ahead of Soljan. And while yes, Milan is inside the top 5, there'll be 3 races to go after this. Dodo will win the championship as it stands if he stays where he is. And Dodo again, fastest lap of the race, 35.361. The first 2 laps of the race have been completed, which means DRS is now enabled. And Dodo just continued to extend his lead. Soljan gaining a time penalty as well. Keho, it's all Milan, hang on. We got on board with Soljan now. He's got his teammate in his sight. He's got DRS. Milan battling with his teammates. McLaren's 3rd and 4th. But here comes Milan on the outside. My goodness me. Soljan was sandwiched in between the Salvas. He didn't have a chance. Kevar now up into 4th. Started 12th, he's now up into 4th. Without a doubt, definitely a man on a mission. And you've got the Ferraris. T2G getting ahead of Soljan now. Milan is now down into 8th. while Kevar is storming his way up the field. And Mike Savas just got ahead of Soldijan. And Milan back into 7th place. We've got Mike in his sights, but Mike has the Ferrari of T2G in his sights as well. As we say that, this is a great battle for 5th place. And Savas up into 5th. A fantastic overtake down the back straight. The DRS certainly paying dividends there. Dodo still increasing their lead. They're on to lap 5 now. This is a fantastic battle. It's all for 5th place at the moment. Mike currently 3 seconds behind Kevar, who's in 4th. Less than stand, Kevar will reduce the gap between him and Milan in 2nd place in the championship. Dodo just got himself a time penalty. He's got to be careful. Got to be careful that penalty doesn't affect where he finishes in the standings. Yellow flags in sectors 1 and 2. It's between Abdullah and Vidjo. I think Vidjo sustained some damage there. Not close enough quite yet to get the overtake done. Less than a second between Milan and T2G. We just had a time penalty there, and that is Soldijan in the pits already. 4 laps on the ultra soft, so you got to think. Well, 5 laps. And AR3 Skull, a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. Very smooth stop there. AR3 Skull, another time penalty. Very concerning. You've got to think, are they going to get disqualified from the race? And Milan, very well played from him, up into 6th place now. Almost a quarter of the way through the race already. Here we go, T2G. Bit of a lock-up, trying to get down to the speed limit. They're in for their stop. They're going on the softs. So it looks like they're going all the way to the finish. AR3 Skull in the pits as well. And they're going on the softs as well. They're going to the end as well, no doubt. great battle here for 7th place between the Toro Rosso teammates. There we go, see the DRS just flipping open. Another time penalty for EUR3 Skull. Yellow flags in sectors 1 and 2. T2G up into 10th now. Ooh, bit of a look up there from Abdullah. Can Vidjo take advantage? Who knows? And Vidjo is within DRS range. There we go, DRS is open. We can't quite get close enough to make the move just yet. We'll have an opportunity down the back straight. Keho with a time penalty. We're on to lap 8 now, the order as it stands now that we're a quarter of the way through the race. We've got Dodo in first, Dopex in second, Keho in third, Kevar fourth, Samas fifth, Milan sixth, Abdullah 7th. But Vidjo now, Abdullah managing to keep 7th, crucially. Vidjo 8th, Betflow 9th, T2G 10th, Soldier Jan 11th, and AUR3 Skull in 12th. Yellow flags in sector 2 and Vidjo. And that's Abdullah in the wall! Abdullah in the wall, and he's lost his front wing. Oh, that's the sort of thing you could have done with that. And AUR3 Skull is out of the race. AUR3 Skull is out of the race. They will not be scoring any points today. Now that's rough. T2G with a time penalty. Keho, meanwhile, for McLaren in third. About half a second behind Dopex in second. These guys are doing very well with their tyres at the moment. Keho and Dopex both coming into the pits. Oh, they almost touch. Oh my word, they almost touch heading into the pits. Kevar now into second place. Oh, this is really interesting. Who's going to get out first? It's Dopex. Oh my word. Dopex crucially ahead of Keho. Dopex on the softs, but Keho on the super softs, beg your pardon. Dopex on the softs, definitely going to the end of the race. Savas with a time penalty as well. This is a great battle here. Soldier Jan up into 8th now. DRS wide open for Keho to try and get past Dopex. And they make the move stick with ease. And T2G up into 8th now. Abdullah, the time penalty, and Dodo in the pits. Which means Keva, who started last because of his penalties, his penalty points, preventing him from taking part in qualifying. Keva is now amazingly in the lead of the race. Of course, you've got to make sure you use 2 tyre compounds. Milan in 3rd, Mike in 2nd. Dodo currently 4th. He'll be taking these tyres through to the end of the race. Things have been very quiet the last couple of laps. Milan, 5-second stop-go penalty for corner cutting. We've got Milan and Vigil both in the pits now. So we're almost halfway through the race now. This is the battle for 6th place between Soldier Jan and T2G. Soldier Jan currently 5th in the championship, 203 points. Here we go. Going for the outside, but they're going to try and cut. They're going to try the overtake anyway. They're going to have the inside line. They lock up. Soldier Jan's going to have the inside line heading into the next corner. And Soldier Jan keeps 6th place. What a battle that is. And Keva is now in the pits, which means Dodo is back in the lead of the race. T2G with a time penalty for corner cutting. Really going to need to be careful here, because if they get too many of those penalties, they are going to be disqualified from the race. While the battle for 2nd place really starting to intensify. Dopex on softs, Keho on super softs. close second between him and Keho. Meanwhile, you've got Milan, T2G and Soldier Jan all battling for 6th place. Milan just got ahead of T2G and they make the move stick. T2G keeping cool under the pressure. Milan is just coming. What a battle this would be for 6th place. Soldier Jan's tyres, while they're still okay for now, they could start to fall away pretty soon. And Milan takes the inside line and takes 6th place. Can they keep it into turn 2? This is gonna be a tight one. This is gonna be a tight one. Soldier Jan keeps that place, but they won't keep it for much longer because they just got themselves another time penalty. And a bit of a lock up there from T2G. Milan, cool as a cucumber, the DRS puts him into 6th. Mike just got himself another time penalty there. Meanwhile, up front, you've got Dojo with Keho behind. Keho has DRS and they're on the faster tyre. We've just hit halfway in this race. As it stands, Dodo will win the championship. Fantastic showdown towards the end of the race. And Dodo has been very consistent all season. He's only failed to win on 5 occasions this season so far. Yellow flags in sector 3. And that was for Abdullah again. It was for Abdullah. 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits. They've got to be very careful with these penalties. And Abdullah's out. Abdullah is out. Real shame for Abdullah. Crashed out on the main straight. Keho getting very close to Dodo. Be very interesting to see how it all plays out. Half a second between T2G and Soldier Jan for 7th. But this is the battle for the lead. Keho's about half a second behind. He's going to have DRS. Can he make the overtake? He goes for it. Is he going to take the lead? He's going to have the inside line. Can he make the move stick? Oh, that's tight. Oh, there's contact. Dodo made contact with Keho and crucially keeps the lead of the race. great scrap for the lead here. 12 laps to go after this. And Keho with the DRS once again. Forces Dodo to go wide. And this time, surely, Keho keeps the lead. Keho in the lead of the race. How important is that going to be? Absolutely brilliant. Dodo with DRS. We've got Dopex right behind them. They'll be joining the fray pretty soon. On lap 17. Keho in the lead, Dodo second, Dopex third, Keval fourth, Savas fifth, Milan sixth, T2G seventh, Soldier Jan eighth, Vigio ninth, and Betflow in 10th. Another good points haul for Sauber team, which will help them tighten their grip on the Constructors' Championship. Laps to go after this. Soldier Jan back in the pits. Their second stop of the day. And here we go. 10 laps to go now. Dodo won't be within DRS range on this occasion. Crucially, neither will Dopex, which means Dodo keeps second place for now. But yeah, it's been a very spectacular, race. We've had only two retirees in the form of AR3 Skull and Abdullah. T2G with another time penalty. They're going to need to be careful because they could be getting to a point where they end up being disqualified for multiple penalties. If you get too many of those penalties, Vigio, as I say that, gets a 3-second penalty. You receive too many penalties and then you risk being disqualified from the race. Betflow with another time penalty as I say that. Dodo with another time penalty. Surprising my Dodo somehow can't quite get close enough to Keho. Soldier Jan just got the fastest lap of the race so far, 1:34.612. Now, if there was a bonus point for the fastest lap, he would no doubt be able to pursue for that bonus point. There'll be 8 laps to go after this. And it will be crunch time from there. And that is one of the McLarens coming into the pits. That is Keho in the pits. Which means Dodo goes back into the lead of the race. Question is, can Dodo keep those soft tyres going right through to the end? Keho rejoins in 6th. He's gone the ultra softs. And he managed to keep a fresh set of those. For such emergencies. I'm confident that he'll be able to make some progress and get back up the field. But we've got to take the time penalties into account as well. We've got Mike with another time penalty. Looks like everybody's received time penalties today. The question is, how are those penalties going to affect the standings? About half a second between Soldier Jan and Vidjo. And T2G in the pits now. Going for a set of ultra softs. Soldier Jan has DRS, but they're not quite close enough to make the move stick. So here we go. Soldier Jan very close to Vidjo. He's going to go for the overtake. Doesn't even need the DRS. But he uses it anyway. Makes it through with ease. And he's about half a minute down the road from his teammate. And as I say that, Keho, he just set the fastest lap of the race. 5 to go after this, and they almost touch! But Keho gets into 5th. How important is that going to be? T2G up into 8th now. Keho with DRS on Mike. Keho up into 4th now. Makes it look easy. Absolutely brilliant. And look at that, Keho starting to pull away. T2G up into 7th now. And Keho just set another fastest lap. I think at this rate he's hunting down that race win, but again, you've got to take the time penalties into account. But who knows how badly those time penalties will affect the rest of the field. Soldier Jan closing in on T2G. Is it going to be enough? Are they going to have enough time to get the DRS to make the move stick? Doesn't look likely. No, they're not even close. Milan, on the other hand, is going to have DRS. Is he going to try and get past Mike here? Who knows? Half a second between Milan and Mike. 4 laps to go. Mike goes a little wide. Still closing in on Mike. He's going to be close enough to go for the overtake and take 5th place. May not even need DRS, but he's going to use it anyway. He's got it there. He may as well use it. Mike doing very well to defend. He's going to have the inside line. But Milan on the outside makes the move stick. Fantastic piece of skill there from Milan. Mike goes wide again. What a battle this is with just 3 laps to go until Dodo inevitably gets the title. And they just got a time penalty as I say that. Mike with DRS. Going to try and go for Milan, but it's not going to be close enough on this occasion. Mike with DRS once again down, heading down the back straight. But Mike not close enough to make the move stick. Kevar having a good battle with Keho meanwhile. They're battling for the last podium position. Kevar keeps third place for now. Very well played there, but Keho's going to keep the DRS. Heading down the main straight. 2 to go. There we go. Great action shots here from inside the cockpit. You can see how focused they are. And it's like they're hardly moving at all. The only thing you can see moving is the hands on the steering wheel. Jan with another time penalty. Oh, this is going to be close. They're going to try the undercut attempt. T2G with another time penalty while this is happening. Kevar's going to have the inside line heading into the next corner. Is he going to keep third? Oh, this is going to be close. Keho gets into third. What a battle. What a battle for the last podium position. Kevar is going to have the DRS. Kevar not close enough on this occasion. Dangerous Dodo, living up to the dangerous part of his name. Coming down the back straight for what will be the last time today. He has been so consistent all season. All he has to do is not get any more penalties and he will be crossing the line, not only as the race winner, but also, without a doubt, the winner of this season in the championship. He's led pretty much from start to finish. Dangerous Dodo comes across the line now. We'll see how the times affect him. And there we go. Dangerous Dodo wins the race and, more importantly, wins the championship. Kevar takes third now that the penalties have been taken into effect. Kevar third, Dopek second. Keho third, Milan fifth, Mike sixth. Dangerous Dodo is your champion for this season. Here comes T2G now. Seventh, Soldier Jan, 8th. Vigil could overtake them. Yes, they do. Vigil goes into 8th, Soldier Jan, 9th. Betflow will be the last driver to cross the line. Takes the last point in position for the day. Kevar for me, driver of the game, no doubt. Despite the penalties, despite not being able to take part in qualifying, third place, fantastic performance from them. There he is. The man that wins the title. He wins the race and the title. Congratulations to Dangerous Dodo, your champion for Division 2. We got Dopex had a penalty as well. But if Dopex didn't have that penalty, he would have won the race. But again, congratulations to Dodo for not only winning the race, but also winning the Division 2 championship. He will now have the option to go for racing in Division 1. Or will he stay and defend his title in Division 2?